we got Solar Slam Daddy in the house.
Fine. Fucking boy over here, dude. What's up, baby?
Ripping through the shirt.
Fuck, dude.
Represent
Thighs
today.
busting out them shorts, bro. I love it.
I'm trying to.
Y'all might catch some slippage. I'm gonna have to blur his shorts out.
Hey-o.
Y'all are gonna have to pay me for that.
Ooh, exclusive. Let's set up a Patreon right now.
No, dude, you think I'm joking? Like, so
You're like, no, I actually have a
real though?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, it's Friday at the shop, and sometimes I get like slow days at work, and I'm fucking just like around the shop, like
taking dick pics and shit, or what are we talking
like
here?
yeah, of course, but I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Look
No.
at
I mean, I respect it.
I have I have like a surplus of wiener pics, but
I respect it.
I'm walking around the shop and I'm thinking of different ways I can just go ahead and like off myself because it's really hot and there's nothing to do. I'm super bored, and I'm like,
I was thinking a different off myself.
yeah, no, not quite this
Get
one. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, listen, I'm just gonna do the OnlyFans because the amount of people that are in my inbox that will hit me up and be like, hey, do you have this kind of link or do you have this kind of link? Or
Trying to get that OF.
And I'm not like rude to these people. Like it's 2021. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if you want to see my butthole, that's cool, dude. Just don't be weird about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, like, and I'm thinking about it. I'm
Did you make one?
close to it.
Well, Patreon.
Do
you
it,
said you
bro.
had a Patreon. That's what you said.
Well, no.
No.
Well, it was gonna be the OnlyFans because
Okay.
I know so many people. I would
OnlyFans is the
assume-
way to go, dude.
Well, people already have it, and like with the billing system,
Yeah.
like they can just be like, I want to look at, so and so butthole, and I want to look at Brett's butthole, and
then they're set.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same billing thing,
Yeah.
so it makes it really easy. But I'm like this close to doing it because if I have an OnlyFans and I have like that extra income, I don't have to fucking stay at the shop sometimes,
Ooh,
and I can
I'm
just
saying,
go home
bro.
and I can train more.
Yeah.
Bro, you may never ever have to work again.
Bro, you get, I mean,
you got a cult following, my guy.
I mean, here's the thing. You charge the right amount because it's a monthly thing, isn't it? Or a weekly thing? Is it a monthly thing?
yeah, but the issue
But I'm
is
saying-
the issue that I'm already gonna hear with what you're gonna say
What?
is people aren't gonna want to look once with him.
Oh, I'm aware.
They're gonna be like,
no, you
let's see
didn't.
the new
you didn't,
shit.
You didn't let me finish.
Yeah, but I
You
already know.
finished. What I'm saying is, you get a good amount of monthly, subscribers or whatever,
Yeah.
and you charge the right amount, bro. You wouldn't have to work all. You
And-
don't have to work at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, never.
I mean, for
Well,
real.
I mean, I have the greatest job in the world. I truly like. My boss will let me get away with murder. It's great. He
You're
lets
like,
me get
I've
off
killed
when I want
3
to.
people.
Yeah. Well, they deserved it. But yeah, like just some slow days like that. If I'm getting income with just being sexy, like
Yeah.
why not? Just leave the shop, go train some more. You know what I mean? And so that actually was like a real fucking situation 3 weeks ago. I'm sitting there on my phone. I'm like,
Do it.
I've already got pictures, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just go ahead and do
You've
this.
got a good month of just backlog that you don't even have to take any pictures. You're just ready to rock for
Oh,
a
yeah,
good
absolutely.
while.
Yeah, you could rock all the old pictures and then
Hit 'em with the new fucking-
to get the second month people hooked before they can even get in. Be like, new content coming soon,
Hit him with the new shit.
bro. But dude, you could be like Morgan Freeman. You could be like the Morgan Freeman. Like just do voiceovers of just your dick, like just your dick, but do voiceovers with your dick. Like he's been through a long day. Just be talking and like people. Then you'll have like
What
audio
the
content.
fuck,
Like people
bro?
will watch, but also for it being.
Dude, nobody's gonna. Nobody.
Let me
is gonna
manage
be
it.
like, yo,
let me
I'm
manage.
here.
Let me throw some ideas at you, bro. I
Nobody's
got some
here
good
like
shit.
jerking off to a voiceover.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But you want to know something that's
But they
interesting?
won't even
Is
just
that-
be jerking off. They'll be doing more. They're gonna tune in to jerk off, and then they're gonna stay. You see
No,
what I'm
that's
saying?
no.
They're gonna stay for the stories.
No.
And let me tell you
Yes.
this: after the last podcast we did, I had quite a few people.
Biggest one we've done, by the way.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you dudes. I
like-
appreciate you dudes so
No,
much.
no,
For
we
real,
appreciate
dude.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey.
But I had so many people hit me up, and a lot of them said, "The sound of your voice is so sexy," and I said, "I know."
Oh, word. For
Oh,
a second,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Thought
me,
you
and
were
I'm
talking
like,
about him.
they're
I said,
weirdos.
Who the fuck?
Not my voice.
How many deaf friends do you have? That's
Well,
awesome, though.
Y'all are both one of a kind. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, like his voiceover thing, like I don't know how I would describe like what's going on in
Yeah.
the No Square, but
Yeah.
I could maybe just tell like a cool story.
What you do is you just film it, right? You film it, do whatever
Film
you want
what?
to do, and whatever.
what?
Whatever.
keep
Get out
telling
and
you
about.
got these ideas. Dive in, bro.
I mean, I got some ideas on all fours. I don't know if you're into the butthole thing. You could just set up the camera and you're on all fours in the woods, and you're just like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, like.
But you just do the look. You don't voice anything. You're like,
And then you voice over
right?
it
And then
after.
later you're voicing over, and you're like,
Yeah.
Brett in the wild.
Yeah.
And then you just create the story.
We'll have to see what the people want.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, they just want.
I'm sure you're gonna get. Yeah,
don't
I'm
give
sure.
a
Like,
shit.
yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to get my followers back up to where they were because I had an old Instagram, but then it got banned. And I had a lot more followers, but we're slowly working our way up there. And I like helping people, inspiring people, being beautiful, but being entertaining because I just like to see others smile and like laugh at my shit.
Yeah.
And it's fucking easy because it's just like, oh, this is what I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah.
Post
Yeah,
it.
just be yourself,
Yeah.
bro. People like I've had people hit us up about the interview with you, and post on the YouTube page about it. Like they are so in love with who you are and how you're not just trying to fit into a mold of someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like what other people feel like is okay for
Oh
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit happens all the time. Like even to this day, the two biggest questions I get asked are, well, I say there's a series of questions where dudes are like, dude, I thought you'd be a dickhead. I thought you would have like a giant fucking dog and a Ford 65,000 truck on 90 million inch rims, and that you would just be an asshole. And I'm like, no, dude, like my knee hurts. How am I gonna jump in a big ass truck?
Yeah.
And a big ass dog, that's a big ass responsibility. Like, dude, I'm a cat guy.
Yeah.
And then another question I always get asked is like, why aren't you doing MMA?
Yeah.
I've been asked this 3 times this week, and not to mention probably 1,000,000 times in the past, however long. And damn it, man.
I mean, and then being in island fights this weekend with you, like that's gotta be giving you an itch at least to get another bout in soon.
So a little behind the scenes, I was supposed to fight that night.
Oh, word.
A boxing fight, but I was talking to Devin, and it just didn't work out. But I was ready, and I was ready to fight the weekend before that, bare knuckle, in Mobile.
Oh yeah.
Well, that got backed out. I think I sent y'all the screenshot of
Yeah.
what happened. Not gonna name drop or anything like that, but you agree to do something, like let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you agreed to do it.
Yeah.
Why back out?
Keep
But
your word, fucking thing.
so those situations happen, but I don't think it's 100% certain, but I got a fight for the late September card in Isle of Fights.
Hell yeah.
So I'm so stoked about
Do they have a
Damn, dude.
location for that yet? Like set?
Not that I know of. I really don't know much, except today we were talking about this is the guy I would be fighting. He wants me to be at this weight, which is a lot of fucking weight, but that I gotta cut. But I was like, okay, yeah, well, we'll get in the saddle and we'll do it. But yeah,
That's exciting, bro.
yeah, I'm really stoked about it, man, because I've been training my ass off. I haven't been to Rimini in a few weeks, but I took off because I was supposed to have the bare knuckle fight, and then I was planning on having a boxing fight, and then like I had to go out of town randomly, and work in Ponce de Leon, and like it was 3 days, and I don't eat nothing but meat, but I don't have that luxury when I work out of town because it's like I'm staying at someone's house, and I'm not gonna. You don't want to be rude and be like
Imposing your
demanding,
I'm like this. I eat like this. Like, dude, no one fucking cares. Like, this lovely lady's cooking me food. I mean, yeah, it's probably deep fried macaroni and cheese balls dipped in mayonnaise, but like,
Let me tell you,
so
it's
that's
gonna
what
be fire though.
that's what I'm eating for 3 days. So like, my stomach's all fucked up. I feel like shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm gross. So I get back that Thursday before the island fights. And I'm like, all right, dude, we're running 5 miles. We're doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this. I'm going to get on the row machine. I'm going to fucking get on the assault bike. Like, in my head, like, all the nuts are loose. It's like, if I don't train, like, I won't be right. My whole day will be fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I'm in there killing it. And my foot just, like, seizes up. And I'm like, fuck is this? I'm just being a little girl. So I get
Probably thinking it was cramps or something.
Yeah, something. But I've never had that problem. But what happened is I acquired plantar fasciitis, and like the band on the bottom of my foot just fucking like super bad. Like you can see it on the end of my foot where it has fucking torn. And I've been like slowly fucking with that. And still training every morning. Like for a few mornings there, I couldn't even walk. I'm just in there like limping and get on the row machine and just row.
And the bad thing is, it's not even like running or walking. It's micro movements that hurt that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it could be an adjustment of like you're in bed and you turn your foot
hit it the wrong way.
Like,
dude, it's like seriously for kitchen workers, that's like one of the biggest things that we have lower back issues obviously from standing all the time, but from standing on but I mean we put in work, but from standing all fucking day and not having the correct shoes like with the arches and shit that fit you well. I mean, our last sous chef was out for like 2 weeks because he had to get multiple surgeries for plantar fasciitis just because you're standing on your flat footed all fucking day. Like, so I mean, luckily haven't had anything because I'm also younger, but dude, that shit will wreck.
I wish we had a medical expert, because I know
I could always call my mom.
That's true. I'm pretty sure if
we get
you
mom
don't
on the
deal
pod
with
real
it,
quick.
over time it'll heal a certain way, but probably not the best.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, what surgery do they just drill it back onto?
So it's basically what they do is like whenever it gets too tight like this, they make slits in the bottom of it. That way it can expand back out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like tight right here. And so what'll happen is that's where the pain comes from, is where you're trying to flatten that out, but it's stuck in that position. So it's like I don't know, they're trying to cut more space out of it so they make little incisions to where it can flatten out and be.
And then it'll heal back solid?
Yeah. I mean, something like that, yeah.
We're experts.
Yeah, we know what
we
we're
just
talking
figured it out right now.
about. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what my buddy had to do. That's what my buddy had to do, was get that surgery done. But that's basically what he told me, is that they, cut slits in it. But I don't know
where were y'all when he told you this?
At work.
See, I had
not doing surgeries though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it.
I
wouldn't doing it.
Yeah.
But I had all kind of people hit me up on Instagram, and they were like this, and this, and this, and there's this one guy that hit me up, and he sent me a shit ton of information, and he was like, "Dude, don't wear shoes with arches. Don't do this. Don't put insoles. All that shit is destroying
That's why
your feet."
I try to only wear Vans, because they're so flat.
Well,
I've heard that shit a lot.
When he sent all that, he sent the diagrams. He sent like, this is the type of shoes I wear. This is what they're proven to do, increase the strength, like so on and so forth. And me, I got all these messages, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll check it out when I got time. And then lo and behold, I wasn't. I'm looking at different fucking like new boots for work and all kind of different shit with all the weird insoles. But then I see on this Phil DeRue on Instagram, I saw like a sponsored post by him where he was talking about strengthening feet. He's a strength and conditioning coach for MMA fighters. He's a real big one. And he's talking about strengthening the feet. And there was a comment that said, do you pay attention to the shoes he wears? Because that's very important. He says, yes, he wears Vivo barefoot. And it's the best thing for strengthening your feet and having foot problems. And I was like, well, if Phil says it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
one of these things.
Take a gander. Yeah.
So I checked it out, and I did my little science math research, and I ended up buying a pair. So we'll fucking see. So like right now, so I have my regular tennis shoes that have like a huge arch. They're like the Adidas ones that you don't lace up. And I tried to put them on earlier. I was like, God damn, this shit hurts. Yeah. So I'm actually wearing my boxing shoes because they're flat, and it actually hurts less. Yeah. Because in the mornings I'm able to train, I'm bouncing on the balls of my feet. But when I go to work and I got my boots on, and I've got like different soles and shit, like they'll start hurting throughout the day. And then if I put on my tennis shoes, that shit really hurts. And I'm like, it's fucking weird because it should be the opposite.
Right.
Yeah, I've like heard studies and watched videos where they say we've gotten away from how our feet used to be, and we're really babying them and softening the tissue and the muscle on top of the bone, and making it to where it's like not what it's meant to be like.
Well, so, I mean, and it's there are extremes of both, like obviously softening them up and like babying them or whatever, but if you're born with a certain like a high arch or something like that, that's nothing you can do about that. But being aware of that and cushioning it the way you should be,
Yeah.
right, and wearing the correct
That's
footwear
different.
for
Yeah,
it.
it's per person.
That you know,
type
it's
thing,
it's
yeah,
very
for
it's a
sure.
very per person thing, and that's why I think it's important, even though it's like not like number one on the list. But if you do something where you're standing on your feet most of the day, it's really important to go get like your soles checked or whatever, or go to a fucking like Running Wild or something like that, where they can tell you where, you know, how high your arch is and what you need to be doing for it and shit like that. And that's what I've had to do with my kitchen shoes, because I don't want to have to run into that problem, you know, 20 years down the road,
Yeah.
because I'm planning on doing this for, you know, the rest of my life. So if I can do something now to keep me from having those issues, you know, I think it's, you know,
So
important.
is it just one foot? That's
Yeah. So it's actually I'm real fucked up on like, so it's this foot and this knee, like it's being held together with threads, but it's been like that for so long that it's just like regrown all kind of different shit. And I've used certain supplements that I've had to like repair tissue in my knee, but the knee is really fucked. And then this left hip is
Yo, left side just fucked,
it's
my
pretty
guy.
fucked up. And then I've got
Jeez.
bulging
Is-
disc in my back as well.
is this from like bull riding or is this?
So
This is from all them
Yeah,
squatted
you
trucks,
were
bro.
paying-
Hopping out of them squatted trucks. I'm just fucking with you.
Dude, you're gonna love this. So, as mighty as it would be to say that I did tear all the ligaments that cover my trapezius muscles in my neck in a rodeo accident, a bareback accident in New Caney, Texas. That's a different story.
That's some gnarly
but
shit,
I
dude.
gotta tell you what happened with my hip, because it set up a lot of different shit that's gonna fuck me up for life. So, this is 2010.
Are
And,
these like some of the pictures you've been posting from that era?
Yeah, roughly.
Like
I got
Cowboy
into,
Brett?
Like, yeah. Like I got into my Google Photos, and there's just like all kind of shit, like from growing up and like.
Bro, you look like
Between-
you look like a grown ass man baby.
Yeah, a grown ass man baby for sure.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Like the oldest baby I ever seen.
That's rad. So yeah, I got in the Google Photos, and I'm posting all kind of shit like that to give people a different insight. But 2010, and I'm at homecoming with this chick, and this chick was like a new student, and she was from Missouri, and she kind of talked like this, and
You're
you know,
like,
my friends, they were like,
all right.
"Ew, you know, she has a deep voice." I'm like, "Dude, that's fucking hot, dude." She
You're
had
like, I'll try anything once, I guess.
said,
yeah,
What's
I
up,
mean,
baby?
you know, whatever pays the bills. But she has like huge traps, and she's got like abs. She's just so jacked, and I'm
She
just
like crushed my hand when we shook hands. You're
oh
like,
yeah, dude,
"Oh,
I was
fuck."
sold. I'm like, I'm getting that. So, so I'm like, dude, I forgot what kind of lame shit I did. I was like writing her notes, and like I would walk beside her, and like throw her a note and like wink at her, and anyway, so of course that worked because I'm me. And next thing you know, we get together. It's kind of cool. She's a super athlete, and it's homecoming night, and we're like, hey, you know, we're not actually going to go to homecoming. So her parents moved her down here for athletics, and she was staying with these very wealthy people that were like, I guess like her aunt, uncle, but she stayed in this big house off Berry Hill Road, and it was like the aunt, uncle lived on one side,
Yeah.
and she stayed in this huge bedroom on the end, and she was like,
Come around back. I'll
Yeah.
be waiting.
it was pretty much that. She was
Like,
like,
okay.
hey, you know, they're going to be gone. They
Wow.
said they're going to do this, and I'll just go in the house. I'm like,
Fucking
well, I
bet
know what's
that
going
up.
on here.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're trying to do. Yeah.
So
Say no more, dude.
So next thing you know, we get in the house, we go in the room, and then we study math
Yeah.
for quite a
All
while.
the maths, yeah.
And a lot of math and science, dude. That was the human anatomy is awesome. But anyway, we finish up with math, science, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna fucking go shower.
Yeah.
And so I go into the bathroom, and I'm fucking in the shower doing my scrubbing and dubbing, and the drain in the shower is fucking like really small, like abnormally small.
Word.
And I didn't really realize it until the events that transpired later. But I'm like fucking washing myself, and the soap's not washing down the drain. It's just like staying right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the soap's all on my fucking feet. Like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm just like trying to wash it off, but I'm not thinking anything. And then this girl, I almost said her name. She knocked on the door, and she was like,
You're like Bradley.
yeah.
Bradley knocked on the door.
She knocks on the door, and she's like, Brett, they're up. They're up. You got to get out of here. And I was like, fucking goddamn it. So I hop out, and I'm a respectable son of the South. So I grabbed my undersquare and covered myself at least.
Yeah.
But I fucking take off down the hallway.
See, I thought you were going to say that you
Slipped
fell in
in
the
from the
shower
shower.
because that shit is no joke in the
Yeah,
shower.
dude.
It's worse.
Okay.
Wait, why was the thing so small? Will you ever
I don't
tell us
fucking
that?
know.
So you
Like,
still don't know.
yeah,
So
I
you
don't
still
know.
don't know
You're
that
like,
part.
she was a fucking giant.
What? I was taking a shower in the sink the whole time. I don't fucking know.
I was really fucked up. But I'm fucking running down the hallway, and to the left there's these screen doors, and outside is a pool, a screened-in pool, and all around the pool is tile. And remember that the fucking soap has not gotten off my feet, so I'm covering my
as
no-no
fuck.
square. I fucking hop outside, and I'm fixing to hit and like cut right and go around the back of the house and put my underwear on and fucking bail, do something. This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah.
But that wasn't to happen. I hit that fucking tile, and remember there's soap on the bottom of my goddamn feet, and I fucking slip, eat ass, fucking tumble, and I fall into the fucking pool. Underwear's gone. I had said, fuck that. At this point, I was like, this is where I'm going to die because I'm
They
pretty
for
sure I've
sure
broken
heard
my
you.
hip.
Yeah.
And I'm ass naked. The security light has come on. And I'm just like,
Oh. Did you give up the escape at that point? You're like,
This is it, man.
well,
my fucking
Or
hip,
were you
dude.
still trying? Were you
You're
still
like, yeah, I was
you're like
fucking your
still
daughter, but
going?
my fucking hip,
Well,
man.
I was-
Fucking
I was
it.
in shock. You know what I mean? Like being in that scenario, it's like, dude, I am ass naked. Security lights on. There's probably a fucking camera. 2 people in the house. Like, what the fuck do I do? I'm pretty sure my hip is broken.
Yeah.
So I fucking I'm like, and I start like bouncing. Luckily, it was in the shallow end. I'm bouncing with my right leg to get up, and I like fucking hoist myself up on the side.
And then my right hip breaks.
Dude, that'd have been it. But luckily, I'm able to. They don't come outside, and I crawl around the fucking back of the house, and I just die. Like I just lay there and I die, and I'm just sitting there, laying there, dying. Of course, ain't got no fucking phone.
That shit's still in the pool.
I just didn't have one ever until I got much older. But so I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do. So I waited for a couple hours, and I went over and like knocked on. I almost said her name again. Knocked on her door or on her window, and I was like, hey. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Where's your clothes? I'm like, I fucking broke my hip. I fucking broke my hip. She's like, the fuck you talking about, stupid? I'm like, I broke my fucking hip. I slipped outside.
She goes, I went easy on you.
Yeah.
You're like, no, you didn't.
She's fucking looking at me. She's so confused. She's like, what the fuck? Like,
Dude,
you
what the
idiot.
fuck?
And anyway, she's like, well, give me some fucking clothes. And
You're wearing all her dad's clothes.
You're wearing the juicy fucking shorts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
juicy couture.
juicy and a Victoria's Secret tank top. You're like, all right, I'm out of here.
dude, I didn't
You're
give
like,
a
I
fuck.
fucking really like how this fits.
I'm not gonna lie, my ass looks good in these juicy
At
shorts.
that
though.
point, I was daddy then anyway, so
Yeah,
it didn't
yeah,
fucking matter.
yeah, like
But yeah, so that's how I blew out my hip.
Damn.
fuck, dude.
I feel
That's
like we
some
all
gnarly
get
shit.
small injuries like that
That,
from embarrassing things. Like,
Yeah.
I've fallen in the shower,
yeah,
fucked up a toe.
yeah,
I mean, I didn't look down, but it's got to not be there anymore.
yeah.
I was just
Still
like,
haven't looked yet.
wrote
huh?
that shit off. I was
Still
like,
haven't looked.
that pinky is gone.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever slipped and fell in the shower. I've heard my friends slip and fall in the shower.
Dude, have you ever?
It's the funniest shit I've ever
How
heard
do you
in my
wash the
life.
bottom of your foot?
How do I wash the bottom of my
You
foot?
don't do like a standing tree pose?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just have impeccable balance.
Good.
Yeah,
Good on
yeah.
you.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
Well, I mean, you can also lean against the wall.
I mean, I also have a
They
handle.
also have those
You know the like
handles,
90-year-old
yeah.
lady
Oh, you got
handle.
power wheelchair
I got the
shower.
fucking. Oh
Cool.
yeah, I got the
Okay.
old lady shower, dude. I got the handle, dude. No lie. I mean, I'll grab it every once in a while.
He
What's up?
fucking has the seat in there and everything. And just sitting down.
I've got the door. I've got the door that's like the sit-in bath. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn.
The thing that used to be in the middle of the mall.
Yeah.
I got one of
Oh
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
They called it like a bath sitter.
Yeah,
bath
something
sitter
like
or
that.
bath fitter. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's like you just close the door and it
Yeah.
fills up. Yeah, I got one of them. It's pretty sweet.
You ever go to hit yourself or notice you're hitting something and then overreact and hit it
Yeah.
harder or
Yeah.
double hit it.
Yeah.
I do that with our fucking lamp in there. Like when you go to like leave the fridge and then you turn around because it's eye level or it's like forehead level and you hit it, but then you'll do like you'll be like, like double hit it and you're like, why the hell did I hit it twice?
Yeah. Why would I do that, dude?
I don't know what it is about the human reaction of like, no, we didn't get that one.
We need to do
Wham,
it
we got
again.
that one.
Yeah, let's run it back.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that so much.
I don't do that too often. I think that light has taken out more people than it hasn't. I think everybody that's been in this house has pretty much had a
for
run
sure.
with that light.
I mean,
In the kitchen in there,
I
that
haven't.
super fucking low one. When
You
I
didn't see
bought
my
it,
head movement earlier. I was
he was swinging it in there like
yeah, he's just in there by himself, shadow boxing.
shadow boxing the light. Yeah, when I bought that, so when I redid this house, I picked everything out, and I was like, damn, that looks awesome. That would look really cool in the kitchen. I was like, that'd be super cool for putting over the kitchen table and shit. I did not realize that the shaft that it sits on is like 3 foot. So
yeah, and the
I
ceilings
can't-
are only. We're talking about like 8.5, 9 foot ceilings, maybe.
Yeah, I mean something like that.
Because I'm 6 foot and it hits me mid forehead.
Yeah. So like I was like, oh, that'll look good, and then we installed it,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh no, I was like, oh no, it can't go any higher, can
What
it?
have I
And I mean,
done?
you see the size
Yeah.
of the kitchen, and I'm not making any jokes here, but like you can't exactly put a table underneath the light, like directly underneath the
Yeah.
light, like a normal light would,
It would just take
because
up
then
so
it would be
much
like,
space,
how do you get around to do the other thing?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We
But
really need to knock that wall out.
I
I'm
know,
telling
but
you,
know
we
how
need to
much
find
money
out if
that
it's
would cost?
load bearing.
Yeah, it is.
I'll
load
do
bearing.
it.
It's 100% load
I'll do
bearing.
it on the house, dude. I'll do it.
It takes a lot more than just slinging a sledgehammer through the wall.
Well, yeah, you gotta have a hammer and like 2 nails. I think 2 or 3 nails, and that's all you need.
Well,
That sounds like a scientist talking right there.
I mean,
I went to veterinarian school.
veterinary. They teach you that in that school?
Hold on, what are you
So-
talking about?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about taking the
You're
wall
taking
down.
the wall out.
I was
Nothing to
talking
do with my
about
dog.
The time that the veterinary clinic signed off on my health paperwork, so I was allowed to go back to work because I wasn't legally allowed to go back to work because of insurance. And I got a veterinary clinic to do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
I
wild.
swear.
What?
What? Yeah, what?
Gave the
Damn,
dude.
that's tight.
Never mind. I probably shouldn't say that.
Heyo. Heyo.
I offered him illicit things that
Word.
made him very happy, and he was like, "Hell yeah, I'll sign you off. You want me to sign you up for anything else?"
Yeah,
What other paperwork you
I'll
need
sign you
signed?
up for summer
Yeah.
camp, dude. What
What's
do you
up,
want to
dude?
do?
I'll sign whatever you want, dog.
I'll
Yeah.
take you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Come on now. Oh my gosh, dude. I love it.
Damn.
yeah.
So, as far as this injury goes, is it gonna hinder like what sport you do next? As far as like, are you gonna do boxing versus MMA? Or are you gonna try doing MMA first?
All right,
Or
so
is this like
this is
shaping that?
This is a good time to bring up that because so many fucking people ask me.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not exaggerating. So many fucking people ask me.
I mean,
Why
you
are you
look
not doing
look
MMA?
like a superstar at Island Fights. I'm just saying.
100%.
Appreciate that.
100%.
A-list celebrity.
I appreciate that because, like I said, it's easy. I'm just being myself, and I'm nice, and I don't have to be like I'm not like a tough guy.
Yeah.
Like, I may look like a tough guy, like a murderer.
Yep.
I am a murderer.
Yep.
But I'm not on
least
like
3
some
times.
tough guy, like dickhead bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'll talk to fucking anybody. You know what I mean? You can be that guy that's kind of socially awkward in the corner. I'm going to go out of my way to fucking talk to you. Maybe
Yeah.
give you a fucking compliment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not on no tough guy bullshit. But people keep asking me when you're doing MMA. I had that first MMA fight. I did well. I trained a bit of MMA after that as far as like everything else. And then something happened. Don't want to go into it, but I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, yet again, people are telling me that I'm not ready. People keep telling me I'm not ready just because I don't fit into like a certain mold. Which is, I respect that because there's a certain way that things need to be done. But my situation is a lot different from others. And so I'm like, I'm just going to stick to doing jiu-jitsu because it's fucking awesome. It's a lot of fun. And at this entire time, my whole life, I've been like, fuck boxing because I was a wrestler.
Yeah.
And like wrestling and boxing have that kind of like rivalry. It's like, dude,
that low key beef.
yeah, it's like I don't care like how fucking good your hands are.
It's like Hitmonchan versus
I'll get you
Hitmon Lee.
Yeah, I'll get you on the ground. We'll see what's really up.
It's a done deal.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You know, the only way your boxing is extremely proficient is if you have great takedown defense. And if you don't, then
you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to fuck city real quick.
Yeah. Pound town.
I'm like, you know, I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I'm going through that whole journey, training my ass off, lifting, getting fucking thick because that's, you know, transferable directly to that. And then I was on the podcast last time and I was like, I fucking did this. I got a fight coming up. Got the APR, American Prize Ring fight coming up.
Yeah.
And with that situation, I fought a bare knuckle fight this previous January that not a lot of people know about because it was on my old account. I haven't posted it on this new account. But it wasn't under the old London Prize rules. It was under kind of like Queensberry rules, which is like modern rules. And it was a draw. And but with this fight coming up, I was supposed to fight two people at once. That was what originally was agreed on, or what we were planning. And I felt confident with these guys and their specialties and my specialties. But this whole time, I'm like, I don't have a lot of confidence in my skill set and standing.
Yeah.
But I'm super calm and relaxed, and I have a super high fight IQ. Like I can figure shit out really easily. And it's the same thing I do with jiu-jitsu because I don't even know like fucking a lot of basic submissions. Like I really don't. If you were to like, Brett, do this and this and this, I'd be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just gonna do this and not try to get caught with this.
Yeah.
And the same thing kind of was transferable to my boxing fight. And what happened was the guy that was supposed to fight this guy, Joey Torres, who is the people's champ, is that the opponent that was lined up for him decided he wasn't going to do it. Two people I was going to fight, they're not going to do it. Well, me and Joe, you know, we're like, we're going to do this because yet again, you decided to fucking do something. Let's do it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we ended up getting matched together and I had like 40 pounds on him and, he had the experience. And then that night before dudes were rolling in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and he was fucking making people look silly, slaughtering people. And honestly, if it was MMA, he would probably fucking killed me. Yeah. Like watching him do what he does in jiu-jitsu. He's fixing to take over that whole MMA scene up in Nashville, that amateur scene. But anyway, we decided we're going to do this. And we were the main event. And that's how that match got finalized. And so we fucking get in the saddle and we're like, you know, let's sling guns. And I consciously wanted to be aware that, like, I know I had weight on him, and I didn't want to necessarily, like, lay on him and, like, try to, you know, use underhooks. And because in London Prize rules, you can take people down. That's a part of the boxing skill set. But I wanted to just see, like, if we let the hands go, what does it look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's out there if you want to watch it, by the way. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. The American Prize Ring on YouTube. But man, I've tried to explain to people the feeling because it's even different than MMA. And like when bone tears flesh, dude, it's like a drug and it's just so exhilarating. And it's like, fuck, dude, this is all I want to do. All I want to do. I fought in January. I fought at this event. I tried to fucking fight 2 weeks ago. This fucking so-called undefeated in the streets guy, Mobile, who's a Billy Badass, bullies everyone. Watched my YouTube video, then fucking ghosted everyone. Not going to name drop, but it's not hard to know who that motherfucker is. But after that, dude, that's all I want to do. You know, I just fucking, you know, taste human blood and fucking hang out with my cats.
Like snap into a Slim Jim.
But
Murder?
well,
Murder. No, I'm just kidding.
this is
we
what I
might
want to do.
we might have the toughest podcast in the world
Oh,
as
for
far as
sure.
like guests that we've
Bro,
had on.
Listen, dude.
podcast.
When I tell you every time, Cody's like, okay, we got this guy and this guy coming on, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I don't know who I don't know them, but I know who you are. And then I meet you. I'm like, dude, why are you bringing people that could murder me in 10 seconds?
Yeah, they know where
Every
we
single
sleep.
fucking person. We had Cam on, and then we had you on. First, Cam walked up, and I was like, oh, this guy could snap my neck in half a second. And then you walked up, I said, again, dude? I was like, what in the fuck,
But then like
bro?
a few weeks prior, we had Josh on.
Yeah,
It's just like
bro. Like,
DJ's
what?
been on, Trey's coming on, like
I mean,
Cam is on, like Bennett.
Murderers, dude.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we're all weird and different in our own little ways. But the difference, I'll go back to the boxing. But with like fighting in general, that you'll learn with a lot of these different people is that there's something wrong with us, why we do combat sports. And the further and further we go into it, to where somehow I hated boxing. I hated the idea of boxing, to where all I want to fucking do is do bare knuckle boxing now. Like, it's all I can think about. Like, it's just that fucking blood and that bone. And a lot of people, it's either they like it, they want attention. For me, it's like a way to express myself. Like, all the different emotions I feel, everything I go through, the highs and lows in my life, like, I get to express it at that moment.
Yeah.
And in a way, I like the punishment. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, I deserve this and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's me doing what I'm supposed to be on this earth to do. And so going back to after that, I was like, I'm sold on this. And at this point, I'm still like, I don't even know what really happened. I'm watching the video. I'm like, that's not me. That isn't. I don't understand. People don't know, but I've had like fucking less than a handful of boxing practices. Fucking Heath Herndon was holding pads for me at work, like in our work clothes, in my goddamn work boots, like I think like 4 times before that fight. Yeah. Fucking I'm falling over my feet and shit, but I don't know, dude. It's like I don't know how to explain it other than like a super high IQ, because that's the only thing that can make
you're
sense.
intuitive as far as like position and like picking up on cues of like, well, this works, so do this.
Happens.
Well, it's the same thing in my MMA fight. You know what I mean? Is I just knew what to do at the right time at every time, even though I didn't practice those fucking positions.
Yeah.
I just knew what to do. So after that, I'm like, all right, we're doing bare knuckle. American Prize Ring is on the up and up. We're trying to get fucking fighters. Hey, if any of you brave people out there want to fight, either let me know, let these guys know, or go to American Prize Ring and email those guys because they're looking for fighters. But with that growing, I potentially like want to try to make it to the BKFC, get a few fights in there. So what I got to do is I got to try to build like a boxing resume.
Yeah.
And get in there and get some boxing fights under me to show that I've got the experience. And it's like, I have no interest in boxing with gloves on, but I know it's a part of the fucking process. So I got to suck it up and do it.
Yeah. You need it for the further of the career, what you actually want to do.
It looks a lot better.
Right.
Because you can't just take my word for it.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So now that's the goal is to do the bare knuckle shit. That's what you want to fucking.
I mean, I'm still gonna do jujitsu.
Yeah.
But like.
But after you felt that the first time, it's like, bro, you're fucking.
Well, here's another cold hard truth, man. And I said this to someone the other day as well on Instagram. They were like, why bare knuckle? And I gave them a list of reasons, and I was like, dude, I'll give you another reason. When I post jiu-jitsu videos, you and I know that jiu-jitsu is a spectator sport.
Yeah.
I'll post a jiu-jitsu video or something like that. I'll get fucking, 70 views, or a couple comments from dudes that do jiu-jitsu with me.
Yeah.
And then if I try to get my fucking people, like my family, to watch, they're just kind of like, "Oh, Brett, you're just doing your little wrestling." Because I was wrestling growing up, so they don't know the difference.
Yeah.
They're like, and it's like, "Oh, that's we're rooting for you, we love you, and we support you." And it's like, that ain't what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to fucking be so proud of me. But yet, when I fucking won the bare knuckle fight, my dad is like, you're the baddest motherfucker I know, and you're my son, and I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Dude, there's almost fucking between pugilisticus, Britannicus, American Prize Ring. The videos on my profile, dude, there's probably close to fucking like 20,000 fucking interactions with all
Yeah.
these things.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
And it's like, fortunately, that's what the motherfuckers want to see.
It's crazy though because it goes back to that like kind of not prehistoric, but it's like the mankind type shit where it's like
Primal.
like the primal vibe of
Yeah.
like seeing two people bare knuckle, nothing in between them. They can kind of do anything
Oh,
type thing.
It's because the
It's
truth
that
is there,
fucking-
and you're
it's
gonna
that,
find out.
Well,
that shit that brings people in.
the
you know?
majority, and I know just dealing with fucking men in general, there's like all men except for a very small percent of strange people, but almost all men truly believe they can fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
believe they
100%.
can handle themselves
And they
in
can
a fight.
also
They
fuck
believe
hard.
they can put these up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're this big. But they can put their fucking hands up and they can fight. They
Yeah.
truly believe that.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to talk to them about wrestling or jiu-jitsu, it's like, oh, that's fucking stupid. It's useless.
Yeah.
The majority of people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that shit's useless. But I can put these fucking hands up.
Yeah.
And I can put them on you. They truly believe that in their head. Whether they can vicariously do it through people that want to really do it, like me
Yeah.
and many others out there. And it's not just like boxing; it's kickboxing. It's just a way. It's a man seeing another man punch each other that resonates within
Oh
men.
yeah.
Because
100%.
fucking for however jillions and jillions and jillions of years,
That's how.
this is what it is
Yep.
right here. This is what we
Yep.
got.
Yep.
So the idea of jiu-jitsu and wrestling, people can't
Yeah.
get on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
as
It's
that.
an out of the
Why
box
wouldn't you just hit him?
feeling. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
just
why?
punch him in the face.
Oh, my best
Yeah.
one is like
Yeah.
like you seen a Neon Belly. He's like, I'll just push his ass off.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do
Just
that
get
real
up.
quick.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, thank you so
Yeah.
much for fucking telling me that. I had no idea.
What? Really? I should have just done that the whole time. What? Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, people don't fucking get it. But somehow all men believe that they can throw hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can live vicariously through people that actually want to do it.
Right.
But in a way, in the back of their head, they believe they can do that.
Yeah.
So they're way more in tune to tune into that sort of content.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but I mean, that's honestly, like, I'm sure y'all can agree with me, is that how many fucking dudes out there think that they can just win street fights
bro.
with punches?
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, you'll see this. Like, I mean, you haven't because you don't train it all the time, but you'll see a dude come in that looks the part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking ripped, huge. You're like,
Yeah.
this dude's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
And then you get to rolling, and after like 30 seconds, he's not a problem anymore.
Yeah. It's not a problem.
But it's that guy
Yeah.
that he's
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's like
Well, I
fucks
fucking
hard,
got this. Yeah.
fights hard,
Fucking hammer. Yeah. Oh yeah.
and you're like,
100%.
oh, that's cool, dude.
100%.
Like,
truck big, dick big, bicep
Oh,
big.
yeah,
you know,
dude.
all the,
but
all
30
that.
seconds later, you're like,
All that.
well, now the cards are on the table, and I see
Yeah.
you ain't got a hand.
My top. Yeah. 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 You ain't got in the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the fucking
Them
I love it,
cards
dude.
suck.
So last time you were here, you were getting ready to go to. I don't want to butcher the name. What you were just talking about. The
American Prize Ring
no. The
The
location.
well, we don't want to butcher the name, so what's the hard name you've been saying?
Pergiliscus.
Oh,
Britannicus.
Pugilisticus
Britannicus.
Britannicus.
And that
see?
was the yes. Yeah.
Okay,
like
bro.
and that's no. I'm not over.
The founder of that, my brother Tom Belinge, who actually just had an interview with Rev Gear.
Yes.
Yeah, we saw that.
Gnarly shit. Moving forward.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's the professor behind that and the birth of American Prize Ring. But American Prize Ring essentially is kind of separate.
Right.
But it's very similar stuff. It's born out of Pugilisticus Britannicus. But American Prize Ring is like the label now. We're coming out with apparel next week. We're going to have a shirt that says the APR on it. On the back it says girls, gambling, and bare knuckle. All the necessities, obviously. And even our next card, we're the commission thing's turning out to be
A little
very
more
hard.
difficult.
We were talking
Yeah.
about it when we were
Yeah.
here before. So
Yeah.
honestly, we're looking more towards like gambling, hookers, and Indian reservations, and fucking getting millions of views on fucking YouTube. And either way, someone's getting fucking paid.
Yeah.
And with the money that people put towards, like whether it be donations or buying our apparel or buying content, because that's going to go in OnlyFans route as well. Like
Yeah.
the more people fucking put into that, the more we can get fucking fighters paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Doing like a Patreon setup where you
Yeah.
like you get exclusive like behind the scenes shit of.
What's
of
weird
those
is
kinda
people think
stuff.
OnlyFans is only pornographic type shit.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
so much more shit.
That's
on there.
I don't think that was originally their intentions, but it became an avenue of like, hey, this can really be done over here.
I mean,
like
what
this.
do you think the percentage of that on there is though?
Yeah, we're not
Oh, we're like-
mathematicians,
I mean,
bro.
We're like 99.3.
Yeah, I mean it's like
Well,
a lot
honestly,
of it
I was
is-
gonna start one here a while back.
Yeah.
That wasn't like me naked, but it was gonna be like, I was gonna be in my undersquare, but it was gonna be my 4 a.m. cat yoga.
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to do yoga with me? Like,
Yeah.
Because people are like, hey, dude, you fucking do yoga, but you're jacked. And it's like, well, yeah, just fucking try yoga.
Yeah.
And I was gonna
Just-
make an OnlyFans.
They're like,
do
I
it,
just
though.
want to jack while you were being jacked with cats.
Doing yoga. Yeah. But
So I was gonna do that, but as usual, I'm the hardest working lazy person on earth.
But what I was asking you was how was the experience going up there? Because I know it was for like because you were going up there for was it the summer solstice,
Midsummer.
midsummer solstice?
was-
So
yeah.
how was the? I mean, if you'd like to talk about that as far as
it was
like
an
the
electric movement, man.
Yeah.
Which I already knew it was going to be, because I truly believe, like, if you have like the ultimate conviction on what you believe, then it's not like arrogant or out of place when you say things that could be deemed that way. Like, I believe what I do is holy. I believe what I do is divine. I believe that I walk a very, very spiritual path that I don't always show everyone. But,
Yeah.
I offer sacrifices to my gods. They are appeased with my sacrifices, and they bless things in my life, and they take care of me. And Midsummer was just as perfect as it could be. Like, if you look at things through only like what's tangible, you're not going to be able to understand what we do.
right?
You're going to have to dig deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a famous quote, and I'm not going to quite quote unquote it because it's kind of mean, but it's like, for those outside of what we do, you don't give them an explanation, because they can't understand it even if they wanted to. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have to be on the other side of the veil. But what we did was beautiful. It was magical. We had people from all over the country. We had a wonderful big ritual. Had a huge party afterwards. Just all kind of awesome stuff. Not to mention the fighting was earlier.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was a fucking awesome experience.
awesome, dude.
And that's making waves as well. Our Midwest chapter is still in the works. We have a probate guy, which is like a pre prospect. He's coming down. He's flying in August 24th. I'm picking him up. Then we're headed to Mobile, and we're getting that squared away.
Word.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that was like last time you were here. That was one of the things I was looking forward to hearing about after. Was like hearing how that went. Because like to me that was so interesting. To like just the whole. I guess the not festival, but having that group of people together and doing doing that kind of stuff, like that was to me that was so fucking interesting.
Also,
so
I don't think
that's-
we got to the bottom of what your next bout was gonna be exactly. I know you said you're really into the bare knuckle.
No,
and
just
then
cut
you're
me
like-
off. That's cool. I was just no, it's fine though. No, but it's fine.
I mean,
no,
I
no,
think
it's
I speak
fine.
for the listeners, and
No, it's fine.
where was I going? Okay, so
Oh,
You see what I deal with?
I'll-
you see what? Do you guys?
Listen.
Do you guys see what I deal with?
I'm sorry.
Day to day
I
basis.
just wait for you to stop
No,
talking, and then I
no,
talk.
I know exactly what. No, I know exactly what you do, and it's fine.
No, it's
because we
okay.
still do this.
Oh, now you're gonna
So-
turn a cheek to me? What is it? What's
oh
going
yeah.
on?
I got all the love over here now. What's up, baby? What you gonna do?
That's fine.
so next bout, as far as like what I'm planning on doing moving forward, or
Yeah. So what is, because I know you're dealing with this injury. So what would be, is that gonna,
hinder?
yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah, y'all
is it
brought
gonna
this up
shape
earlier. I
what
kinda-
is gonna be the next bout?
No, because I was supposed to compete at Naga this weekend. I've been planning on that forever. But with my fucking foot fucked up, and I'm also going to be in Heath's corner this weekend. He's fighting Panama City.
Okay.
So it's like, hey,
Yeah, I was about to ask you, are you even going anyways? Because I'll be there to coach.
yeah, I'm not now. I mean, I wanted to. That was a big thing, but like with my foot, and it's like
Yeah.
more important for me to fucking box at the moment.
Yeah.
But it is fucking me up because everything is off my left foot. Like that's my lead foot. But in the mornings, I'm fucking moving. I'm doing footwork drills. I'm fucking, I'm doing all kind of different shit. I feel fine. But throughout the day, it gradually gets worse and worse. But I got a very fucking labor-intensive job. And
do you ever try, like, I don't know the name of topical creams? Like, I just bought CBD cream for my knees, and my right hip has been, like, getting fucking old, I guess. I don't know. But it relieves the pain, and from the way Rich explains it to me, because I'm an idiot, it creates, like, openings in your blood vessels that create, like, a increase in blood flow, which promotes healing. So obviously it's not going to be like if I have a torn whatever, it's not going to heal it, but it's going to help it go in the right direction. Do you ever try anything like that with injuries? No?
I tried CBD for quite a while, and it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
And I can be kind of a boomer sometimes. When I'm just like, that ain't gonna work because that wasn't back in my day, and it's just gonna be the way it is.
I don't know. I don't know
But-
that's the reason.
Yeah.
Or if I'm just like taking better care of myself because I'm like, oh, I'm putting cream on it. I better not do this now.
Yeah, it's just making you more hyper aware.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But I'm big into experimental like medicines, and all kinds of sort like that. All like I love to research like the newest, whatever this is, and this is what it's doing to the human body.
Yeah.
I'm all into that shit. But with the Hari, I didn't want to fucking bypass that because I know I know you dig that as well. But
Oh, is that what you asked?
Me and him are gonna fight later, dude.
A lot of it, man. A lot of people. I'm trying not to be esoteric, but like our gods are not omnipotent. I think I said this in the last podcast.
Yes.
Like they demand sacrifice, and they will not do anything for you that you cannot do for yourself. But you can help alter things in your life with sacrifices, with blood, which is blood. And
so what would be an example of some of these sacrifices? Like, would like breaking skin when you have a fight, would that be considered like a sacrifice?
it would be a form of offering blood.
Okay.
But ultimately, like the highest form of bloat, the two highest forms of bloat is a woman giving birth, and when you take another man's life. And sometimes we gotta kidnap homeless people, and that's the way. I'm just kidding.
I was like, it's getting
Damn,
so heavy in here.
Yeah.
Does anybody else feel that on their chest?
No. Man. I can explain a little bit more because I trust y'all like off air.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
what we
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
but,
for sure, for sure.
because there's been some bad shit went on. Well, I say bad shit, but like my religious belief has been attacked by someone before. Like this
Right.
guy's sacrificing this and doing this, and he's
Right.
fucking drinking.
Yeah.
Blood. It
All
just
kinds
it
of
gets
crazy
messy.
shit.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But
no, yeah.
But ultimately, like our gods demand sacrifice,
Right.
And whether that's a daily sacrifice within yourself to be the best version of yourself, to be a good person, and you got to be hard. Like we say, suffering is our prayer. Like we make ourselves suffer on purpose, and that faith is our armor. So like our undying devotion to our gods and to the sun and the things we believe ultimately will shield us against everything that's bad out there in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And then as long as we constantly suffer, we don't let our minds become idle, And then the more you make yourself suffer, when you got time to laugh and like spoil yourself, it makes it so much better because you put in all the work that you were supposed to.
Right. Yeah. You've been through the shit, and now you can enjoy the good things.
Yeah, like this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I fucking got sick today at work, like heat sick. Like I was so close to fucking throwing up. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I haven't got like that in years. I got up fucking 4 a.m. doing yoga. The next thing you know, I'm fucking doing circuit training on the assault bike, doing rows, doing everything I fucking need to do. Get home, busting out Hindu push-ups. I'm stretching. I'm doing some other shit. I'm trying to read. Yada-yada. All that so I can come fucking hang out with you rad dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't get to
Yeah.
fucking do this if I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like facing your inner bitch and making sure you win the battle
Yeah.
gives you a sort of satisfaction that like
Yeah.
I deserve.
Right. It makes it better. You
Yeah.
know, like it
Like in a weird way, I wanted to relate this to what you were saying earlier. I do the same thing as far as like I want to go through something that I know isn't going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing a marathon in January. I know it's not going to be nice, but it feels worth it to me because I want it to not be nice. Like obviously I want to be successful and I don't want to like get injured or anything to prevent the race from happening or anything like that. But I want to go through the
suffering.
I want to go through the sludge of the like I want to experience that because I know I can do it, but it's like in my mind I'm like, yes, I know I can do it, but I need to prove to me that I can do it. It's cool. We can all be like this guy that's like, oh, I could knock that guy out, but can you do it?
It's the mental battles. It's the mental battles that you like that you're gonna have, but you want to push your your mentality through it, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to know, like you said, you can do it.
It's like calling your own bluff.
Right, but you want to be like, I want to get through the shit and see what I do. You know,
a lot of it is experience and practice, like with anything else. And like, so some things that I've done, like these big rituals I've done, even and rituals I've done myself, where like I was up for a couple days and I took this elixir and then I threw up in this it's like a little what the fuck's it called? I'm drawing a blank. You take a pickaxe and like when you're tilling a field.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I'm a fucking cattle rancher by trade, but
rows
or like a row.
fucking,
yeah, it's a row, but
yeah,
that's gonna drive me nuts. But I took a pickaxe and I had to essentially make a straight line. And what I did is I took this elixir and I walked on either side 9 steps, and I was throwing up into this row right here. And then I had this cow tail that I got from a cow. And don't want to
hold on, cow tail. Where did it come? Cow? No, that works. Yeah,
we'll just leave that there. But what I did is I took the cow tail and I rubbed it in there as well, and I added some other shit in there as well. And like I chanted runes into it, like what I needed, and like this is the second day I've been up. Like I won't allow myself to sleep, and I'm just I feel awful. Like everything about me is just horrible, but in a way, it's just like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
It was just like, I can't fucking die.
Yeah.
And then I take this cow tail and I start whipping myself, and it's like reminding me that, because there's another thing I do in ritual, but I won't go into that. But I bloat, or it's after I bloat that I give a reminder to everyone that there's nothing that we don't take from the world that we can't give back. So that pain was a reminder of that, and it was my own toxins. Mm-hmm. So in a way, it was like, not really karma, because I don't believe in karma. I believe that you fix your own fucking fate with your right hand. But it's a reminder, like, shit I take from the world, well, it's going to have to be paid somehow, you know, but I can alter that way. And there's a lot more that goes in that ritual too, but that was just like the beginning of it. But ultimately, it's like, how hard can you fucking punish yourself?
Yeah.
Kind of goes back with like the bare knuckle. It's like, in a way, I feel like I'm going to be torn to shreds, and it's such a good feeling, you know, because it's like, you know, rinse due, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, that suffering, it's very important to us, especially in the hurry. Like literally, like our dudes are the gnarly. My whole crew is the gnarliest motherfuckers I know on this earth. Yeah. Like fucking the hardest, toughest fucking dudes I've ever known in my entire life. Yeah. And I mean, it's not just like, just everything in their lives. Yeah. I mean, I could just go on, but hopefully that sums up.
Yeah, dude. That shit's fucking, that's like so intriguing to me. I love learning about stuff like that though, you know, like I grew up in a very different background or whatever, but learning about other people's beliefs and their interests and stuff like that is so fucking cool to me.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and thank you for opening up about it. Like I really, I do appreciate that for sure.
And it helps too, because like when people ask me like singular questions on Instagram, I try to make sure I interact with everybody. I really try to, because I don't ever want to be somebody that's like, this dude has like 20 followers. Like, why are you being a weirdo? You know what I mean? Just be a genuine fucking dude. Oh yeah, it's easy because you just be yourself.
Right.
Like, so I try to interact with everybody when they ask me like singular questions about the Hari and shit, sometimes it gets hard because it's like, sometimes I want to say things, but it's like, you probably shouldn't say that because it could be perceived differently. Whereas I can come on here with guys that
explain it.
that I
Yeah,
trust.
exactly.
All they're hearing is a snapshot, a very small,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
it could be a single line in a whole book of information,
Exactly.
and they're
It's
just
that
gonna read
out of
that line and be
context
like,
shit.
"Oh,
They don't fucking.
shit."
And
exactly.
take it into something that it's not. But but yeah, especially with like the Hari, like I'm real big into magic as well, and like all kind of stuff like that, man. I've been in that for a long time.
Yeah.
But I really try to like keep that shit down under.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I want people, when they think of me, to not think of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because then, from where we live and just the way things are around here, like you can really get written off. I've been written off quite a few times.
100%, dude.
I just want people, like I said in the last podcast, it's just like, dude, I'm a bundle of joy. I like to smile.
Yeah.
I like to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm a good dude. I know I am because I'm genuine, and fucking all that other shit, that's my own private shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't judge me based on that.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about where we are, and how that. Well, no, I just mean like in the South, like where we're at is like the Bible Belt type shit.
Yeah.
Is how aggressive or how tough that can be. Like in just how people can view you because of where we grew up and where we're around.
I
The
think
type
those are
of people that are
closed-minded
around.
people.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not
Definitely.
just that side. It's both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I mean, even people that
constantly
are
fucking, they haven't done it in a long time because I tried to just focus on I focus solely on being an athlete and a camp counselor that's seeking less management than I already have. But on my old account and shit, dude, and on my Facebook, like both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, when I look at you or think about you, not when I'm jacking it, I'm just saying like.
But when he is though,
but when
ask him about when he is though.
when you come to mind or
When
you're
come?
talked about. All right, a lot of references.
I'm just saying.
I think of you as being you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people that you meet that you feel like, oh, this person's a chameleon to who they're around. So they just match the room,
Yeah.
They don't stand out to be who they are. Like, when I think of you, you're a one of one, like a lot of
And you're
people.
like that no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Or who you're with.
A lot of
love
people are one of a million, but not in like the way people use that term.
Yeah,
Not
one
one
of a
in
million.
a million.
Yeah,
They
one
are
of
one
a
of
million.
millions.
Not one in a million.
It's like that
yeah.
meme when they're like, "Oh, you'll never find a girl like me," and then it's like a picture of like 1,000 girls like her.
The exact same. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a sorority
those
picture of like all of them. Yeah,
favorite
dude.
girls.
It's so funny.
That's like my buddies from Shemukla. We were at the beach hanging out, and shout out. I don't know if many of them even have social media or internet, but we're hanging out at the beach, and they, good old boys. So they got fucking board shorts on and flip flops and the fishing shirts and shit.
Backwards hats and shit.
I'm in a goddamn
Coasters.
Speedo.
Fuck yeah,
You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's like they're not like, what the fuck you wearing, man? Goddamn, like they've known me.
Yeah.
My whole
Yeah.
life. Like nothing's different. This is just Brett.
You meet people that accept each other, and
Yeah.
like
That's like
I
a-
accept you, bro. Like, yeah.
100%,
Hell yeah.
dude. It's so wild too, because like you feel like that's how everybody should be, but it's not. But when you find somebody that is like or accepting of anything and of who you are, it's like the best feeling in the fucking world, isn't it? Because it's like it should be that way. Period.
Yeah, and it breeds those feelings. So like, I see you being yourself, and it makes me happy for you, and it
Yeah.
makes me more attracted to being around you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why doesn't that spread?
Right.
All these
It's-
people are
it's-
like, "Oh, I'm so pretty on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, this is the beautiful life I live." But
Yeah.
Because
that just
people-
breeds negativity, and
Exactly.
it's
People
so
are
addictive.
sick.
It's,
People are sick. This world is sick.
well,
But it's one of them things that it's like for a long time I was like, dude, fuck this. I'm gonna just rage out against it. And it's like now it's like, no, dude, you can't do a fucking thing about it. And most times, dude, it's not people's faults. They don't know any better.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They grow up in like a social media world and like they watch the fucking news all the time. They're always
Yeah.
on fucking Facebook and
Which is the news for them.
yeah, that's the extent of everything they fucking know.
Jeez.
And then they click up with other people
That are the
that
same
have the
fucking
same
way.
fucking ideologies and they think like they group think.
Yeah.
Right? They
Yeah.
don't think for themselves and it's really
Yeah.
not their fucking fault. And they're just a lot of people are sick. So like with me, I've got a collage of just messages where people fucking wrote me after listening to this podcast. And not only have I revamped like the fucking pop pump music and like that
Yeah,
kind of whole
fuck
music,
yeah, dude.
because people are like, dude, I I'm listening to it again.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I'd listen to this shit again when I was teen. I was like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter if you like it, fucking listen to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you like, this or this, you fucking like it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I like to wear certain clothes. I like it. I like fucking horror movies. That's my shit. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter what you like, dude. You shouldn't let
Own it.
what other people like own it. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't let what other people might conceive you as somebody that's not very intellectual just be like, oh man, he's fucking weird because he likes them girl singers and he wears some shorty little shorts and yada yada. And it's like,
Bro, let me listen to Kesha, dude.
yeah,
like
dude,
fuck, bro.
God,
Jesus.
Yeah. Like,
Kesha's one of my favorite.
Dude,
She is one of my
Kesha
favorite.
low key.
Yeah,
Old
it's like-
Trans Am, dude, favorite song ever.
Dude.
like, am I impeding
Bangers,
on your
bro.
life by doing
Yeah.
this?
What is this hurting you?
If
dude?
anything,
Let me
in
fucking-
your mind, I shouldn't even be fucking with your space because look how weird I am. How am I going to interfere with
exactly,
your shit?
dude. I love it, man. That's
Damn,
good
I
shit.
hate to wrap this episode.
Yeah.
But we are going to have you on again in like 20 more episodes or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
hey,
sure.
Maybe we should say this because it's pretty humorous now. So after Island Fights, I walk up to Cody and I'm like, "Hey, dude, fucking, stoked for this Thursday." He's like, "What the fuck is going on Thursday?"
Yeah. I was like, what's going on? I was
He-
like, I'm not training. We do the podcast on Thursday.
Oh, no,
I was like,
dude.
dude, the podcast. You're like, no, I said you were gonna come on. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Wait, but you're gonna come so and so this date. I was like, yeah, but you also said here, and you
He
were
had to
like,
look
what
at
the fuck
his
are you talking
shit.
about? He's like, no. Well, we said here, but let me check. And he checked. And he didn't see it, but I'm like, I pulled up my Instagram messages and I scrolled down. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, you said that right here.
Dude,
Oh, shit.
even when I
Hey, you know what's
when I
cool,
left
though?
your side, I looked it up on Instagram and I was like, where did I find it? I found it and I was like, I tried to reason with myself how it came about and like I definitely did that and I definitely see it. Like it wasn't by mistake. Either.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, how did I forget that? It's like sometimes maybe a response isn't immediate, so
Yeah.
I forget to write it down on the schedule. So it's like I'll set out people on certain dates. But if I'm waiting for a response and maybe you responded and I was busy at work or something, I looked and I just forgot to write it on the schedule. And I'm like, damn, I'm so glad you said that because if you wouldn't have brought it up then, I don't know, like you would have just showed up.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we
All right,
had to
word.
fucking just get in the saddle and do
Well,
it.
you know what, dude?
we would have been mid-pat and be like, hold on, we got somebody at the door.
Who the fuck is that guy? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Hell yeah, dude.
That's
Good
funny.
shit.
But
I
yeah,
love it.
we're going to have you back for a special episode in the coming weeks or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe then we'll have some news about the OF, OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm
it would
not
be
gonna
like
lie,
a
dude.
Keep us
perfect-
posted,
Dude,
bro.
this fucking weekend, I'm gonna be in one of my best friends' fucking corners in Panama City. The next weekend, I'm going to see Alabama live. The next weekend, I'm fucking jam packed with God knows what. The next weekend, I'm jam packed. Like, dude, like for the next 7 weeks, I'm just fucking going, doing shit,
You're going
doing
to see
shit, doing shit, crushing
Alabama Live, like that band?
shit. Yeah. Favorite country band ever. And
Really?
I think
Where are they? Where are they going to play now?
they're coming back to Orange Beach because the last show got canceled because we got rained out.
Bro.
Yeah, it was fucking miserable.
Dude, I low-key fucking grew up. Like, this sounds wild, but I grew up singing with my grandpa, like in church a lot, but we would play like Alabama CDs all the fucking time. Like, that was our
country
shit,
band
dude.
ever.
Born Country, banger. Roll On, bangers. Dude,
Song of the South,
that is
Dixieland
awesome,
Delight.
dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
fucking
gonna-
love
it's
it. That's going to be
fucking
awesome.
sweet.
Hell yeah. Good shit. Well, before we get out of here, do you want to plug all the things?
Yeah, so Relentless Pursuit as always.
yeah.
Representing, dude.
As usual. Check them out, Relentless Pursuit Lifestyle on Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, Brett Williams, last name WILLYUMZ. Just click the link in my bio. You'll see fucking American Prize Ring. You'll see my fights. You'll see Relentless Pursuit. You'll see
OnlyFans.
these rad dudes.
Oh.
Maybe in a few
Just
weeks.
kidding.
If I have another fucking shitty day at work, y'all are getting OnlyFans. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's so many. My sister Zoe Williams on TikTok, my
yeah.
biggest fan fucking ever.
Appreciate you
Yeah.
shouting our shit out.
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
she's fucking rad. Tom Belinge, my brother, all my brothers in the hurry, and last but not least, but fucking you dudes. For,
Yeah, we appreciate you.
sharing
Yeah,
the
dude.
love.
Fuck yeah, bro. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. It's
Absolutely.
always like the best when you come on here and get
Yeah,
to
for
get to
sure.
hang out.
Appreciate it.
For real.
Appreciate that.
So, well, hell yeah, dudes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee!
Yee.